Hello, my name is Stephen Fritchie from Richmond, Virginia, and today we're going to be going over some different delay effects, comb filtering, and creating pitches with delays, along with slapbacks and synchronized long delays. Okay, and we have our sonogram up here to look at the frequency range that we have. The first thing I'm going to show you is a sample of white noise with a simple delay. So over here we see white noise all across the spectrum, as white noise should be. Then if I go ahead and turn on my simple delay here, you can see great comb in there. Now this is about as low as I can set my filter, but here you see a couple deep cuts at around 500 and 1200. And as we increase the up to milliseconds, 2 milliseconds, 3 milliseconds, you see a greater number of comb filters with the white noise. And this is just a sample being played with multiple delayed samples of itself and creating notches in the frequency. And the next thing that we're going to see is creating pitches with delays. So here I have a small snare sample. Pretty cool. So just let that play for a little bit. Now if I set this around 20 milliseconds with the feedback all the way up, dry wet at about 50%, you can already hear a bit of the frequency there. Sounds like kind of multiple hits. But then around 5 milliseconds, 4 milliseconds, all the way down to 1, we have very distinct pitches developing here. And this of course has to do with how our perception reacts to hearing multiple things at the same time. That's how we perceive frequency, so we're perceiving a pitch change there. There's a difference between 0 milliseconds and just 1 millisecond. And so the next one that I'd like to show you, we got a little piano riff here. Took a little page from Loudon's book, and this one here I'm just going to show you how just a simple slapback delay can make something sound a little bit more roomy. Now there's already a lot of room in this sample. We can kind of play with it and make it sound a little bit more controlled. And we can see that control developing over here in the sonogram display. See, it seems kind of clicky and revolving without the simple delay. And then we add it on. It's great. Now we can just have one single delay here initially, and that's just going to create a single reverberating effect. Or we could have, two separate, the left and right stereo delay, and that's going to give the perception that the sound's echoing off of two different walls in the area. Sounds a lot smoother, a lot more headroom. Very nice all around. And so for the last example here, we're going to show a synchronized long delay. This is really great in Ableton because the standard setting for a delay is to have it synchronized to the beat. So here we just have a regular kick. And if we turn on our delay here, how they set it up is the beat division. So each switch here represents the delay time in 16th notes. So 4/16 be on every first upbeat here. So there, it's with the feedback at 75 and the dry wet at about 50%. That's almost like we have a consistent kick going there. And you can see that in our sonogram on the right. And this can be used for a variety of things to create rhythms, and it's really good for synchronizing it to whatever beat you're doing in the current track. So yeah, that's our final week here. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of our class together.